Hello, everybody. My name is Colleen. I'm with Downtown Desert Yoga in Las Cruces, New Mexico, and we are here today to do some baseball yoga, meaning we are going to do some yoga that is specifically designed for baseball players. So Maxwell told me that he's been having some issues with a lot of tightness in his arms and his shoulders. He's been working out a lot, which is fantastic. But for baseball, we want to keep things really fluid and open and mobile. So we're going to practice a little yoga today to open up those spaces in the body. So with that, we're going to get started. Maxwell, I'll have you come into the middle of the mat. As you come into the middle of the mat, bring the blocks next to you. Yeah, right on. Just tucking them underneath the thighs is a really nice thing to do. And then start to create some length in your spine. There you go. Now bring one hand down to the floor next to your hip. And then you're going to bring the fingertips of that opposite arm to the shoulder. Yeah, create a little chicken wing there. And then you're going to lengthen out your left side by leaning into that other arm. Bend it a little bit. There you go. And just feel that stretch between all those tiny muscles in the ribs. Keep breathing. Nice full breaths. If it feels good, you can lean into it a little bit more. For 3, 2, maybe a tiny bit more. And 1. Come out. Bring that other hand to the floor and take that on the other side. Alright, so imagine you've got a rubber band underneath that right rib and the top of that hip, and you're going to lengthen that, stretch that rubber band. Bend into your left elbow a little bit if that feels good, and lengthen out. Keep breathing. For another 3, 2, 1. Come back. Shake it out a little bit. Look around. From here, bringing your palms to your heart. So notice when Maxwell brings his palms to the heart, he can create a little length in his spine. Find your neutral spine, keeping your thumbs right there at your heart center. Take a twist to the right. There you go. And then if you think it would feel good to take your shoulders into it a little bit more, take your right hand to your low back. And maybe you take your shoulders into it, but don't crank. We're not cranking here. We're just twisting in one vertebrae at a time. Keep breathing. Nice long spine. Stay lifted. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Take one more slow breath. And now untwist. Nice and slow. Come back to center, palm to heart. Lengthen out your spine again. There you go. And twist the opposite direction. So I want you to keep your palms at your heart to start with. So come back to neutral. There you go. Now twist there at your mid-spine first. There you go. So you are using the engine of your oblique muscles to take that twist at the mid-spine first. And then if you want to take the shoulders into it, you can take left palm to your low back. But we're not going to do that right off the bat. And then you can twist shoulders into it a little bit more. How would it feel for you to drop that left shoulder, relax your arm a little bit on that side? There you go. And keep breathing. For 3, 2, 1. Untwist. Shake out the shoulders. Roll them around a little bit. Alright, from here, take your arms out like you're going to give somebody a big hug. And then you're going to bring your right arm under your left at the elbows and then give yourself a big hug here. From here, start to forward fold. There you go. And if you want to get into the shoulders a little bit, you can take a hold with the fingers a little bit more and squeeze and compress. So not only are we getting into the shoulders here, but we're getting into the hips. Maxwell's probably feeling it in his hips, his back, all the way through the spine, from the base of the spine, there up to the base of the skull. Take 2 more slow breaths here. That's 1. And 2. As you come out of this, keep your head heavy, your chin to your chest, and start to come up 1 vertebrae at a time. And then release. Arms, chin comes away from the chest, roll around, shake it out, let it go. And now again, like you're going to give somebody a big hug, left under right. Pause there for a minute. I want you to switch up the cross of your legs now. Yep, there you go. So you can get into the other hip. And then start to fold in. Maybe taking a hold a little bit more of a grip with the fingers, get into the shoulders. Become aware of your breath here. Everything's compressed. You can probably feel your breath, but I want you to keep it deep and slow. Feel that stretch in the opposite hip. Might be feeling a little bit different in the shoulders here. Two more breaths. And again, to come out, keep your head nice and heavy. Round up 1 vertebrae at a time. Super slow. Release. Shake it out, wiggle around, let go. You got it. From here, coming onto your hands and knees. So I'm going to have you turn to face me so that the camera can get a side view of your body. As you come onto your hands and knees, you can curl your toes under if that feels better on your ankles, or you can have the tops of the feet flat on the floor. So this is an exercise that not only moves energy through the spine in a very systematic way, it's a way for you to get into your body and notice if you're moving a particular body part that I'm asking you to move. So Maxwell has a nice neutral spine here. As he takes his next exhale, he's going to allow his belly to drop and then gaze forward. There you go. Keep your gaze on a point out here and see if you can move your pelvis first as you curl your tailbone under. Start to reverse that movement, round through your shoulders, and then eventually your head becomes heavy. Excellent. From there, find a spot to stare at on the mat right there. Keep your gaze on that spot. And then as you catch your next inhale, belly drops. As you tilt your pelvis, come through the heart, the shoulders, gaze forward. Exhale. Cat shape. Pelvis first. Through the middle spine. In between the shoulders, head becomes heavy. Now just do that on your own, Maxwell. And if you don't want to get some nuance with it, you don't have to. Just move back and forth between that cat and cow shape. In any way that feels good. Keep going. Take 2 more rounds of that. Keeping your arms nice and stable. Elbows aren't locked out, arms are straight. 1 more cycle. You got it. Alright, from here, bring your head back into a neutral position. Let's see if we can get spine neutral again. Now bringing your right fingertips to your shoulder, that chicken wing that we created earlier. Keeping your shoulders level, so lift that arm a little bit. Lift the elbow. And now you're going to open up as you twist, elbow rises up. Exhale, twist, keeping that left arm nice and straight. Left shoulder is the hinge point. Inhale, lifts. Exhale, hug it in. You're going to do 3 more of those on your own. So not only is Maxwell finding some movement here in both shoulders, he's adding a twist. When you're finished up with that third one, bring your right hand down to the mat. And we'll do that on the other side. Just take a pause there. All right. Left fingertips to your shoulder. Inhale, open up. Exhale, twist. And it doesn't have to be very far. Perfect. That's beautiful. Inhale, open. Exhale, rotate. Inhale. Exhale. You're going to do 2 more. Nice breath movement. All right, how would it feel to sit back on your heels and just roll out your shoulders a little bit? Sit all the way up. Roll them out. Yeah, get a little blood flow. A little release. And then finding your way back into table. So in this thread the needle, we'll be finding some compression into the shoulder, a twist in the torso. So taking your right arm, chicken wing again, and then thread that arm underneath your left armpit. Land on the shoulder. There you go. Temple comes to the floor. And now extend your left leg out perpendicular to your body. Bring the sole of that foot to the floor. There you go. And then you find any twist that feels good. You can do anything you want with that bottom arm. You could keep weight in your left hand or not. For some of you who have a lot of rotation in the spine, you might take that left hand to the small of your back and you wrap it around your waist. Maxwell feels more comfortable bearing a little weight in that left hand. Take 3 more breaths here. After that third breath, weight into your left hand. Lift yourself up. Bring that knee back to neutral. Find your table. And then we'll do that on the other side. Fingertips to shoulder. If it feels good, you could open up and then drop shoulder to the floor, temple to the floor. And then take your right leg out perpendicular. See if you can bring the sole of the foot so you can bear a little weight into that foot. Bear weight into your right hand. And see if you can find some ease with your breath. Nice, slow, intentional breaths. One more. So as you bring right knee back to neutral, weight into that right hand, bring yourself up. Shake it out, wiggle around a little bit. So as I guide Maxwell into what I refer to as a frog dog, before we do down dog, you'll notice the majority of the movement is going to come from his shoulders. So finding your tabletop there, Maxwell. Curl your toes under and start to hover your knees up off of the floor. And breathe there. Excellent. Bring your head into a neutral position, so lift your chin just a little. There you go. Not a lot, just a little. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to keep your knees bent and lift your hips high. Glide through your shoulders. Excellent. Now come back to where you were. Hover the knees. Your next exhale, press back into your frog dog. Again. One more time. And then it might feel good to start to bicycle out the knees and pedal out the heels the next time you come into your frog dog. Walk your dog. Do it nice and slow. Straighten one leg, bend the other knee a lot. Just back and forth, side to side. Excellent. So having straight legs in a down dog is not a requirement. What I'm going to have Maxwell do now is bring his feet forward a little bit and wider. So his toes are going to come closer to the edge of the mat. And we're going to take a twist here as he takes his right hand across his midline to his opposite shin, looking underneath his arm there. And then he can take the twist as far as he wants. Building a lot of strength, mobility in that left shoulder, adding a little twist to the spine. A couple more breaths here. When you're ready, bring that right palm down to the floor and switch it up on your side. Bring your awareness to your breath. One more. And then left palm comes to the floor. Walk it out again. Walk your dog. Shake it out. Now Maxwell is going to find his way into a forward fold. So walk your feet forward. Maybe walk your hands back. And then just ragdoll into it. Bend the knees as much as you'd like. Shake out your head. Take a few breaths. Yeah. As you're here, notice the weight in your feet. If it would feel better, walk your feet a little further apart. Maybe take your heels out a little bit. So the outside edges of your feet become more parallel with the long edge of your mat. How will that feel? There you go. It's a little more stable. On your next inhale, you're going to rise all the way up, moving through the arms, sweep them out and around. Come all the way up. There you go. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, sweep the arms up and around, rise all the way up. Bring your palms together, overhead. Exhale, forward fold. There you go. Let's do 3 more of those. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Again, sweep the arms up and around, come all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. This time as you rise up, bring your palms together overhead and exhale. As you sit back into an imaginary chair, bring your palms to your hearts. Perfect. Yeah, notice your leg bones. If you look down at your feet, you're going to notice the heels are in a little bit. Draw them out so the knees come together. Beautiful. I'm going to have you stand up just ever so slightly. Bring your torso up too. So you can stand up just more. There you go. And then from here, using the engine of your oblique muscles, keep your hips stable. Twist towards me. Excellent. And keep breathing. Notice Maxwell's knees didn't move. His hips didn't move. We isolated to the spine. Now, if Maxwell wanted to take his shoulders into it, he could take his right palm to his low back and maybe left hand to that opposite leg. We're going to twist gently. Maybe the shoulders come into it a little bit more. For 3, 2. To come out of this, bring your palms back to your heart. Untwist. Stand up. Take a breath. On your next inhale, sweeping the arms up and around, palms together. Exhale right back into your chair. Doesn't have to be a deep, shallow chair. Notice the weight in your feet. Beautiful. And then keeping your hips still, your legs still. Take that twist towards the wall. Nice stability there in the legs and the hips. Become aware of your breath again. Try to relax your shoulders, and then if you want to take the shoulders into it, left palm to the small of your back. There you go. You got it. Keep breathing. Couple more breaths. To come out, bring your palms back to your heart. Untwist. Stand all the way up. Shake it out. Wiggle around like that. Place your blocks there at the front of your mat so that they're available. If you don't have blocks at home, you can use a stack of books or something that is about the same portion. So on your next inhale, float your arms back overhead, bring the palms together. And then exhale, sweep them out and around, take a forward fold. Now you're going to bring your palms to the floor and step your feet back into your down dog. Take a breath there. So from here, I'm going to have you take your hands to those blocks. So take them underneath your hands. And then bring one leg forward so that you're in a high runner's lunge. Here you go. Beautiful. Yeah, reposition. How would it feel if you framed that front foot with your hands? There you go. And now keeping your spine nice and neutral, your left leg nice and straight. So lengthen out. Lift the back of that left knee up toward the ceiling. You're going to take your right fingertips to your shoulder again. Create that little chicken wing. And then you're going to twist open, lifting that elbow up to the ceiling. Excellent. You've got it. Back leg is nice and straight and strong. Stay lifted through that knee for 3. Keep breathing. 2. 1. Bring your hand down. Now take your front foot back into down dog. Shake it out. Walk it out. Bicycle at your knees. Pedal your heels. And then we'll do that on the other side. So left foot comes forward. Right hand is going to stay on top of the block. Left fingertips to your shoulder. Twist open. Keep that right leg nice and straight and strong. Beautiful. Keep breathing. 2 more breaths. As you're ready, left palm down, take that foot up, send it back to down dog. Taking your hands off of the blocks, push those blocks off to the side. From your down dog, walk your way into a plank pose. So stay on your hands. Take a couple of breaths there. So as you lower yourself down to your belly, think about your hip points dropping last. So chin and chest. Nice. Your palms are right where they need to be for cobra pose. So as you draw your elbows together, finding some extension into those shoulders. Your next inhale, feel your heart up off the floor. Very little weight in the hands. See if you can find some ease with your breath. If that means you dial your torso down a little bit, dial it down. Keep breathing. On your next exhale, release either a cheek to the floor or stack your palms, create a little pillow for your forehead. Let it go. We're going to do another set of cobra, so bring your palms back to where you think they were before. Elbows point up. This time I'm going to have you slide your palms down closer to your hips. And then try that cobra again, just to notice the difference and how it feels in the shoulders. Keep breathing. Now, keeping your heart lifted, extend your arms out to the side like airplane wings. Bring them down a little bit closer to your hips. Lift the palms up off the floor, and then start to float feet up off the floor. For 3, 2, and then with control, slowly release. Now bringing your arms down by your side, palms down. Work your hands underneath your thighs, your hips. Palms are going to stay down. Bring your head back to a neutral position, and now lift your right straight leg up off of the floor. Keep your right hip point pressing onto either your forearm or your wrist. So you'll notice that Maxwell's hips are level, they're not rotated. And then slowly with control, lower down. Point your left toes, head back to neutral. Lift your right leg. One more breath. Lower down. So I'm curious, how would your neck feel if you kiss the mat? Just allowing the tip of your nose to graze the floor. Pressing into your palms, lift both legs up. Beautiful. Keep breathing. No holding your breath. For another 3, maybe you lift a hand higher. And then with control, slowly lower down. Work your hands out. Pump them a little bit. So you've just created a tourniquet effect from your shoulder all the way down to your fingers. You're going to feel a nice warm tingling feeling. That's exactly what you want. Come up onto your elbows. You're going to stay up on your left elbow and bring that forearm a little more parallel with your shoulders. Yep, just like that. And then bend your right knee. Take a hold of that ankle. So after you take a hold, can you rotate your torso so that your shoulders are neutral again? There you go. So think about this more as a bit of a shoulder stretch. So Maxwell can kick into that hand, just to open up that shoulder as much as it feels good. It should never hurt. If anything ever hurts, change it. Don't do it. Keep breathing. And then when he's ready, no slingshot, release, with control, switch it up. I'm curious, areas with the back of your neck feel a little better if you drop your chin just ever so slightly. And then kicking into that hand determines how much you open up that shoulder. You got it. One more breath. And release with control. Just relax down again. Deep breaths. Notice your breath as you're there on your belly. It might feel good to bend your knees and windshield wiper the feet back and forth. Placing weight in your palms, press into child's pose. Stand up on your knees. If your kneecaps are sensitive, you could pick up your mat, put a little fold in the middle of it. Slip your hands into your back pockets. And now start to draw your elbows together. Keep your head neutral. Relax your neck. And then if it feels good and you want to find a little arch in your back, maybe you find a little arch. But here's the secret. You have to keep breathing. So don't come into that place where the breath is impeded. Take 3 more breaths here. And then when you're finished up with that, find your way onto the floor into Shavasana. As you come onto the floor, if it feels good, close your eyes and just allow your entire body to relax. Think about those muscles around the bone, releasing away from the bone. Completely relaxing. From your head, at your eyes, your temples and your ears, your jaw, down through your neck, into your shoulders, your upper arms, your elbows, down through your lower arms, into your wrists and your hands, through each finger. Completely relax your chest, your belly, your back. Relax your hips, your upper legs, your knees, your lower legs, your ankles, your feet, and each toe. Allow your entire body to relax. And if you have time, give yourself a few minutes to be here in this complete state of rest, allowing your body to come back into homeostasis.